What is up, Go World? It's me, your boy JDZ, and I'm back at you with another Go Format video. Yesterday concluded the Patreon 24, and we got another winner. Someone who I've been dying to talk to for quite a while. There's a lot of players I want to talk to, but this player I've been following since the beginning of this season. One of my favorite players. Everybody's my favorite player, but I love this player because he's doing me a favor and keeping Go Control alive. From Germany, coming in with me today, I have JCVD 93. Talk to him. Congratulations on your win and welcome to the program, man. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello players. Hello JDZ.
I like that.
I hope my English isn't that well, but I hope you enjoy, and let's start.
Okay, good stuff, man. Thank you. And I know, like you said, I'll try to make sure I talk slow. Your English is not well. My German is just as bad. So before we jump into the deck profile, Mr. JCVD, my new thing, I gotta know, what does the JCVD stand for? You told me, but I want you to just confirm that with the rest of the GOAT world.
Yeah, so JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Well, in my childhood and when I was teenager, I was a big, how we call it, martial arts film fan, and Jean-Claude Van Damme was, one of my favorite actors.
Do you practice martial arts? Do you do karate yourself? Is that one of your hobbies now?
I made some kickboxing and I don't know how we call it in English, judo.
Judo, okay.
The smooth way, and yeah. But now I'm only into fitness and table tennis. Yeah, that's all.
We gotta play. I think I can beat you in table tennis. I'm not worried. We'll see. Maybe someday we'll play. But Mr. JCVD, Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme, and practicing martial arts. So you practice some martial Yu-Gi-Oh as well, playing this Go Control deck. I know you don't have a lot of time, so I want to jump right into the deck profile. Are you ready to do this? Are you going to talk to the GOAT world about this tournament-winning deck playing Go Control? So here is the deck. Here is the deck that Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme 93 has been playing this entire season. He makes changes to it periodically, but this is basically the core that he's been using, and he's having great success keeping Go Control alive. People say Go Control is dead. What do you think about that?
I won't say it too hard, but I think it's a lie.
Okay.
Well, there is chaos control with Zergs. When I started playing, I think I'm playing this now for 1.5 years. Mm-hmm. I talked to myself and I said, okay, you must play control with Zergs. But I realized I was struggling too much. The point when I'm losing games was I had too much monsters in my hand. And yeah, I tried nearly every deck, and now I'm staying at God Control, and I must say it's perfect. Also for me, I have so many slots also for siding and so much surprises. It's, how can you say? I think every player loves some deck, and God Control is my deck.
I think that's very important. A lot of players miss out on that, and they see, they come into the game and they get caught playing Turbo because it's so powerful. They play Warriors because it's so powerful and prevalent. But then you got to realize, hey, you got to fit what's to your personal playing style, and you've done that. You've tailored this deck specifically to you. This is your deck. I've tried to use this deck myself several times. It doesn't work for me because I don't know how to do it. But if you want to take some time, just talk about this deck and just talk about some of the card choices you made for this event. You also topped Patreon 23. I'll get that deck up here as well. So here's the 23 deck. Here is the 24 deck. They kind of changed ever so slightly. But just tell me about some of the card choices. You got Triple Jar of Greed. Okay, you got the Abyss Soldier in there. You got the Giant Trunade. Tell me about some of those choices you decided to go with today.
Yeah, I was pretty unsure. I tried the Golem Sentry, and now I tried the Morphing Jar because the point is I always want to get the Mock into Grave, and Morphing Jar helps me with it. Tried very long card destruction, but when I played against, I think Moxie's has been in how you call it, GFC, the FLC, I activated card destruction, and he had Sinister Serpent, 2 Night Silence in hand, and that's
very
not
poor for
that's
you.
what I want to see.
That's very poor for
Yeah,
you.
and now I try to find a way to make the deck also consistent, but without card destruction. And I think Morphing Char, yes, Morphing Char must go through. That's the point. But it does the same. You draw cards and you can discard them all. It's also if you play against Gate, sometimes if he hasn't much cards left in deck and you have the Morphing Char, it's pretty good. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So
a rare situation.
So here, I'll give you guys some time. He's got this D-Mock in there. That D-Mock is just when it hits the field. As a fan, because I like to watch the game first, I'm a huge fan of this game. Whenever I see you play and that D-Mock comes down, I always get so excited because it's just so cool to make it work. Because that card is very, very powerful, and a lot of people don't use it because of its tribute level and whatnot. But you figure out a way to make it work, and I love it. I absolutely love the deck. I love seeing you play. But is there anything in this main deck that you would change going forward?
I think I found out at the tournament the Torrential Tribute was immense. It was massive, and I think I'm gonna change the second swap. I played with 2 swaps in main for the TT, and the third char I'm cutting for Call of the Hunted.
Oh wow!
Because,
okay, but
yeah,
don't tell too many of your secrets because you do have to go to Worlds. You are qualified to go to Worlds. You have 2 invites to the GOAT format World Championship. Maybe you can continue to play next week and get a 3rd invite to the championship. I love the deck. I love the main deck. I might have to try it again. You know, maybe you can come back and teach me how to play this deck. We'll see. But go ahead and tell us about the side deck and how that performed for you this week.
The 3 Decrees, of course, it's a must-have against Vera. I think the games against Vera, almost every game decrease the decider, and also the True Knight. But okay, let's talk about the side deck. It's a main card, but actually it's a side card, True Knight.
Okay.
It helps me a lot. And what a really special card is the mode Fossile Dragon. I think it's an underrated card. It's not even good against Vara. It's also good against Cast Turbo because there are not so many outs. If you combine it with Decree, your opponent must have the BLS, and he must hope that I have no defense. For example, if I have Swords or Book, he even can't out it. He needs the Virus, the Tribe, and
that's it.
Yeah,
because
it's a pressure machine, I would say.
That's a very great point. That's a super powerful play. If you can get out the dual mode beast and you go to Metamorphosis and make the King Dragoon, what can they do? It's a very tough card, very underrated strategy. Did that work out for you at all in this event?
I haven't seen it often.
Okay.
I think I was really a bit lucky. Also in the final, I think I had duo every time. And yeah, and duo with pots. These 2 cards, if you had them, it's really difficult for your opponent to make a comeback.
Hey,
but
that's the game. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I always say, but no worries.
I think at this tournament, the key was I had the right situation, the right card. For example, also in round 6 when I drew the Snatch Steal, when my opponent has the breaker on field, and when I had this sedation with Cocky, where I didn't knew the effect of Lady, wasn't sure about it. It was a crazy sedation, and then I top deck Snatch. These are moments you must have.
Of course. I mean, yeah. I've said that before in other videos like this. Sometimes you have to be skilled, and sometimes you have to be lucky. And if you can manage to be both, you can win. You know, there's no one who's just gonna all skill through every tournament. There's no one who's gonna all luck through every tournament. You need a combination of skill and luck in order to be successful. And you just so happen to have both yesterday. So
I think all in all, God Control. You must say if you have a tournament, for example, 200 players. How many players play the God Control deck? And most of the players, when they play Control, they play with Zorks. And I think maybe 10, at least 10 play the goat control, and then the people wondering, yeah, there's no goat control in top 8, but if you look at the meta breakdown, you have Vera and you have Chaos Turbo, and that make maybe 2 or 3, 150 from 200 are then Vera and Chaos Turbo, and it's clear that in the top 8 are only Chaos Turbo and Vera. So what I want to say is you should try goat control.
I like that. I like that. Give it a shot. Take some time to just give Go Control a shot. I think you've inspired me. I will go ahead and continue to try to play Go Control. It's very hard. It's a very high skilled deck, and it's very unforgiving.
Very difficult.
It's very difficult, and if you make a few simple mistakes, you'll just lose. Whereas Turbo, if you make a few mistakes, you can still generate advantage and come back. So that's probably why a lot of people stay away from it. But I think it's great. I think Go Control is still a huge part of this game, and you're proving that by having great success with this deck. So cool, man. I like it. What do you guys think about Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme's Go Control deck, the one of a kind? Give it a shot. As always, the link will be down in the description for you guys to check out and try it yourself. I love the deck. I like what you got going on. I like how you do it and move it. Then we can get down like that. But Mr. JCVD, I know it's getting super late over there, and I know you don't have a lot of time. But thank you so much for taking time to talk to me about this deck. Anything else you want to say before we shut it down and wrap it up until next time?
Thank you very much. Shout outs to MZB Domi, Andy F, and Roman. We're having a great time. I'm playing with you Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. And also, when I met you at the tournament in Munich, you helped me so well when my car was in the garage and the garage was closed. Yeah, that was a magic moment. And also shoutouts to Team Bones.
Okay.
I think we have a great time, and I hope we will make some good, performance at another big tournament.
Maybe you guys can win the Go Format War League, which is starting very soon. So are you gonna play? You're gonna play, and we'll see. We'll see. Team Bones in the building.
And yeah, also shoutouts to you. You're a great team. I like it. I like your comments. It's really nice every time to see it, and please go on with it.
You have just know that you have one fan, at least one fan in Go Format. You have me. I'm your biggest fan. So every time you're playing, I'm always gonna be cheering for you and watching you play, man. So keep playing and keep doing well and keep Go Control alive. We appreciate that.
Yeah. I hope we're doing well. Yeah, we will see.
All right, man.
And maybe we see us at the championship. You still have some chances, yeah.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not this season. Maybe not this season. Maybe next season. I'll give it a shot. Maybe not right now. I'm not in a good spot right now. We'll see. It's never too late. Okay. All right, Jean-Claude, man. You take care. Have a good night and get some rest and take care. Or take care.
I will do it. Okay. Thank you for the interview.
Of course. Okay, so that was Jean-Claude Van Damme, 93, karate chopping through this tournament, getting first place, getting a second invite to the Go Format World Championship. Shout out to him for coming by. What do you guys think about this deck? What do you guys think about Go Control? What do you guys think about some of the stuff he had to say? He had a very short timeline. We wanted to go ahead and knock that thing out real quick. Go Control is back. Is that cap? I don't know. We'll see. Tell me what you guys think. Until then, I'm JDZ. I play Goats. Until the next time, shout out to the OGs. Salute to the real ones. Peace.
This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.